The horns blare, one after another, a chaotic symphony of frustration that fills the streets. You've been stuck here for what feels like hours, barely inching forward in the sea of brake lights. The heat from the concrete below and the exhaust fumes from the cars around you mix into an uncomfortable haze. The city is alive in the worst way, buzzing with impatience, tension, and the suffocating feeling that the world is always moving, even when you're stuck. You grip the steering wheel a little tighter. Traffic jams, deadlines, bills, constant noise. It feels like life is throwing something at you every minute of every day. The pressure builds, the frustration lingers, and your first instinct, as always, is to fix it. To find a way through the traffic, to get ahead, to silence the noise. But today, something feels different. Maybe it's the exhaustion from a long week, or maybe it's something deeper, but the thought crosses your mind. What if you stopped trying to fix everything around you? The car behind you honks impatiently and you let out a sigh, but this time it's not out of frustration. You glance out the window at the bustling sidewalks. People rushing by, their faces a mix of determination and stress, each of them trying to keep pace with the demands of the city. Everyone's chasing something, aren't they? You've been doing it too, always reacting to the world, trying to keep up, trying to fix every inconvenience, every obstacle that stands in your way. But the more you chase, the more you feel like you're losing yourself in the process. Every traffic jam, every unexpected delay, they all start to feel like personal battles you're supposed to win. But maybe you don't have to. You lean back in your seat, letting your grip on the wheel loosen. The cars will move when they move. The noise will keep coming. But for the first time, you realize that none of these things have to affect you the way they always have. You've been trying to fix everything outside of yourself for so long, controlling what's uncontrollable, when maybe what really needs fixing is the way you've been handling it all. The red light turns green, but the traffic barely budges. You smile a little, a small, knowing smile. The city is a mess, but it doesn't have to drag you into its chaos. You watch the pedestrians crossing in front of you, each of them lost in their own thoughts, rushing to solve the next problem on their endless list. The world around you doesn't change. The blaring horns continue, the traffic crawls, and people rush by as if they're racing against time itself. But something within you shifts. You realize that peace doesn't come from solving every issue or fixing every inconvenience. It comes from knowing that no matter what happens, you can stay grounded. You used to think that being in control meant fixing everything around you. But now, sitting in the middle of this chaotic city, you realize that real control comes from within. It's about fixing yourself in a way that no matter what traffic jams life throws at you, you'll be fine. A bus inches past you, packed with people, their faces tired and strained. You wonder how many of them are, like you, caught in the cycle of trying to fix their external world without ever considering their internal one. You take a deep breath, the air warm and thick with city life, and let it out slowly. This traffic jam, this chaos, it's just life. It's the way things go sometimes, but you don't have to get caught up in it. You spent so much time trying to navigate every challenge, thinking that if you could just fix the next thing, everything would be fine. But now you see the truth. It's not about fixing the outside world, it's about making sure that no matter what happens around you, you remain steady. You glance at your phone, still stuck at a standstill. Normally the delay would irritate you, but now it feels different. You've realized that peace comes from being able to sit in the chaos and know that it doesn't control you. The traffic will eventually clear, the city will keep moving, and you? You'll keep moving too, not because you fixed everything, but because you fixed yourself in a way that the chaos can't touch you anymore.